Come on and let's figure out these 5 things that have you stuck as a senior. Yes. Good morning. Thank you for joining me. Come on here. Come on here. We got you. I'm here for you. Yes. Let's rock and roll. And you can go up to my website at wendycharlesspeaks.com and get this Unleash Your Inner Authority music and some other goodies up there. So I'm just saying, hey, start your day off with some great motivational music. Yes, I want you to unleash your inner authority every day. Take every day 5 minutes a day, 10 minutes a day, 20 minutes a day, a bunch of hours, months, years, and you'll look and see that you are working it and unleashing your inner authority. So I want to tell you good morning, good morning, good morning. Hey Daisy, hey Jamie, hi Shepard, how you doing? Hi Loretta, hi Pinky, hi Jim and James. What's going on this morning? Well, I tell you, it's a beautiful day here in Texas. And for you guys who are just knowing who I am, I'm this girl from Brooklyn, New York, who traveled from Brooklyn to Washington to Hartford, et cetera, with American Airlines, Sabre EDS. And my dad was in radio as a child. I was WNEW in New York, and he had the first 4 million listening audience that he worked in WNEW. So anyway, we're here, so I know that we can do anything, whatever the mind can conceive, you can achieve. And I hope you're here because that's what you're trying to work on, your purpose. And I want to help you do that. And I've told you guys for the last week or so that I have my book out called Be Splendid in Your Day, which is to eliminate chaos. And you can buy that up on my website at Wendi Charles Speaks. So today I want to address the 5 things. Okay, that get us stuck, the things that keep us from progressing. We've been on this planet, I've always talked about we are seniors, right? Because AARP classifies seniors as 50 plus. Yes, right. 50 plus. So if you're 50 plus, you're a senior baby, you're a senior baby. Take your badge and wear it because that's a great thing. That means you have a lot inside of you because you've been on this planet for at least 50 years. Right? So you got that energy in there. You've got that purpose. You've got that story. Okay? Because none of us have just sat at home for 50 years and did nothing. We've all become somebody and something. Oh, it looks like my she shed sign just fall over. I'm going to try to correct that. Yeah, we're in the she shed. That's my studio. I have an RV that I converted. Why? Because I have some mobility issues, but I can take my show on the road and I can meet you there. We can be there and be square. Anyway, how are you this morning? Thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me, all of you who have joined me today. And I, again, want to talk about these 5 roadblocks that we have. It's fear, we have procrastination, we have lack of clarity, lack of confidence. And when we have those things, it kind of blocks us. We wake up and we focus on the wrinkles instead of working on the journey. So I want you to embrace your purpose. And as I start with you guys every time we meet, I say, hey, have you done this? Do you do this? Because I start my day with this. So I'm going to suggest you do the same. And that is, I wake up with gratitude. I wake up with gratitude that I woke up this morning. Yes, I woke up. No matter what pain I have or whatever happened yesterday, I'm glad that I have another day, another opportunity to be with you today, another opportunity to teach, another opportunity to learn. Because when we share our experience, oh my goodness, what inspiration and what energy it gives us to move our lives forward. So I wake up every morning gratitude. Thank you for waking me up. Thank you for the bed I was in. Thank you for the home I have. Thank you for the family, regardless to the elephants or whatever's happening in the room. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And then I say, Nam Yo Horenge Kyo. And what I'm saying to you is simply whatever you do, whatever helps you get you through, because that's what the key is to start off your day. So if it's amen or amen or whatever that prayer is, do it. And then embrace your body. Say, I love you, body, no matter how you woke up this morning, whether that toe hurts or the knee hurts or the head hurts or whatever might be having a challenge with you, stretch it out, work it out, and then feed it some good things. Feed it some great music. Like I said, you can go up to my website and you can pick up Unleash Your Inner Authority or Polish Your Inner Mirror. I got that for you. Those are free goodies. Go up and do that. Or go to Mary J. Blige and get that Good Morning Gorgeous, because that's the thing I really like. I really like, listening to that when she says, it before I put my makeup on and my hair, well, I don't know what the heck, I don't have much of that, but before I put my makeup on, I say, Good morning, gorgeous. And I want you to say that too. I want you to embrace yourself and know how the beauty inside of you. Absolutely. I want to welcome everybody here today because you took the time for you. You joined me because of you, not because of me, but because of you, because you are seeking something outside of yourself, glory, and to show that you can polish that mirror, okay, every single day. So, are we going to slay the month of May? I hope so. I've invited all of you guys to send me a DM. And this month, I am offering some discovery calls. So if you're not clear, you don't have the confidence, and you need a coach to pull you through, DM me. Let me get you there. I went through this journey in 2024. Okay, I had a knee replacement that caused some drop foot stuff, that caused this stuff, but it didn't take me out of the world for wanting to serve you and talk to you and teach you and learn from you. No, it didn't. It just showed me that I had a university that said, sit yourself down, girl. And now work on something that where you're seated, because other than that, you running and ripping. And what is happening? Well, but I know one thing, I wasn't on the journey of purpose. I know another thing, I was listening to a lot of chaos. I know every day there was always some mess in my way. Why? Because I allowed it. And today, because of my journey, because of my coach, Dr. Sonia Scribbling, I was inspired to write my book, which took me through the stages of growth and development and clarity and confidence and managing my stress and managing my anxiety and letting go. One thing, letting go of control, having to control everything and everybody. No, I just want to work on me. And so when you want to work on you have to let go of control. And the other thing that I did that I kind of told you guys about is I wrote a letter of forgiveness, not because of anyone else's thing, but mine. It was to release me and to get myself out the way of the isms of regret. And that's the other thing. The roadblocks, like I said, the roadblocks for seniors, or maybe the roadblock for anyone. I'm not sure. I didn't feel that when I was 30. I didn't feel the roadblocks when I was 20. I didn't feel those things. I didn't have the fear that I had as a senior. I didn't have the regret because I didn't do a shoulda, woulda, I coulda, I canna, I wanna. I didn't have the procrastination. I had the desire to get up and run and run and run and then, do that American dream thing. Try to get that home, get that vehicle that you've always wanted. All of those things. And all of a sudden I hit 50. I felt like, wow, I was a mother, I'm a wife, I'm an aunt, I'm a cousin. And all of these, I was giving up more to everyone else than embracing myself and what my purpose. And then all of a sudden I was like, I'm burnt out. I've been with a corporation for 25 years. They were laying off people in 2008. 2,500 people that day. And I felt that boom. And I felt that adversity. And I said, oh my gosh, what do I need to see from this? So I'm saying to all of you guys, I keep hearing, I don't listen to the news much at all. 5 minutes, period, probably for the week, not even for the day. Okay. But what I do know is that there are people out here, there are a lot of you guys out here who just got laid off. Okay. And you're crying in your milk, and I understand. Have the grief over it. But get up and make it your purpose. Turn that adversity into an opportunity. Because if you hadn't been let go, it wouldn't have closed one door for another one to open. So just figure out what it is that you want to do that brings you happiness, that brings you peace every day. And wake up, like I said, with the gratitude, with your prayer, with your exercise, and your feed of mind. Things like my book, Be Splendid in Your Day, that you can get on my website to help you go and grow and then work on your purpose. 5, 10 minutes. Start there. And then you'll see that it's months, it's weeks, it's days, it's years, it's your rest of your lifetime. It's that dash that you are working on. Okay? Because one thing you came in, and the other thing is promised to you, you're gonna go out. Do with that dash. Oh, you can make it into such a glorious, splendid life. Or you can have so many regrets of what you should have, could have, would have done. Why? Do you need the confidence and clarity? If you do, give me a call. DM me. Let's do a discovery call. Let's figure out what direction you should go in to get to your purpose. Not my purpose, but your purpose. Because we are all unique, beautiful souls and individuals. Yes, we are. And I wish more of us could see that in each of us. Because perhaps if more of us could see it in each of us, we would say, oh, we are us. We are loving us. We are being us. You know what I'm saying? Because of all of this dissension that seems to be going on, all this negative energy that seems to be happening, it doesn't help you heal. It doesn't help you get to your purpose. So why entertain it? Your choice is happiness. So take that adversity. If you lost that job, and now map out a plan of action for yourself. Map out what the things are that you love to do. Then map out perhaps the people and the communities. Join my community. Join me on school. Join me on Substack at Wendi Charles Speaks. But join something, a community that engages you, that supports you. Some of us, we don't have that at home. Some of us, our families, every time we say something, they go, ah, not again, another thing, another way. Well, hey, listen, that don't have nothing to do with their business. What has to do is your business. Your business. Okay? Your business. What you do, how you do it, how you work on you. Those are the things that you need to do to get you through. Absolutely. You need to work on you every day. Take 5, 10 minutes to work on you, but work on you. Then you'll learn that if you take those 5 and 10 minutes, those minutes become days, those days become months, and those months become years. And all of a sudden, you have evolved into your purpose. Yes, yes, and yes. So tell me, do you have fears? You have regrets? You have procrastination? Are you lacking clarity? Are you lacking confidence? What's going on with you? Do you even know? Well, I tell you what, if you want to know quickly, you get a coach. And I'm here for you. And Wendi Charles Speaks. If you want to take the years and years and years to mull it over and figure it out, okay, take your time. Don't need a coach. But if you want to get there expeditiously, if you want to get there with a community, if you want help, we're here for you. We're here at school. We're here at Substack. Why? Because I know I needed a coach. I know that I wouldn't have written my book without my coach. I know that my direction of being a public speaker wouldn't have even happened. Even though I was in Toastmasters for years, even though I've spoken corporate for years, even though I've been an entrepreneur and speaking, I never thought of it. I never had even thought about a public speaker. What? Public speaker? Me? Nah, not me. You? So what is it that you want? What are you after? Are you learning how to write your book? Are you putting recipes together? Are you doing macrame? Are you teaching people how to bike? Do you want to learn how to play a piano? What is it that you want to do? Because whatever the mind can conceive, you can achieve. Yes, whatever the mind can conceive, you can achieve. And I say that because our families sometimes they don't say that. They say, well, if you do this, you get that. But be careful, be afraid. They fill you up with all of the chaotic mess where you have the confusion. It's almost like a bondage sometimes that sometimes families put on you. Now you can't do that, girl. You don't do that. The rules over here say that. No, 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 no. Don't buy into that. Don't buy into that. Because whatever the mind can conceive, you can achieve always, Jacob. Nadine, yes, you can. And I want to welcome you guys. I want you to know that it took me a while to figure out this book. It took me a while to write it. It took me a while to find somebody to read it to say, does this make sense to you? Does it help you? Yes, and you have the same opportunity. And you know what? I tell you, all of you guys who are 50 plus, if you're 50 plus, you better embrace this AI. Don't be scared of it. Don't be running and, like they say, hauling butt down the road. Why? Because this AI technology era is an era that gives you what you your life. An era that helps you go through the paces of prompting through a voice, and it gives you results. Okay, we talk about Alzheimer's and dementia and all those type of things. Well, save part of your brain. Talk to this your phone. You have the opportunity to do that, and it will take you where you want to be. It will help you with the decisions that you need to make maybe for that day. I know when it was tax time, I kept asking it, hey, what does this mean? What does that mean? And I called my guy Robert, and he would tell me. So you're here with me today. I appreciate that. I want you to be here with me every week. And every day I send out a post about something. Every day I try to be inspirational and encouraging. And let me tell you, I go through a lot of adversities every week. A couple of weeks ago, my set crashed. And I was like, my laptop, oh my gosh, my laptop crashed. But I had bought a new laptop because in October of last year, they stopped supporting Windows 10. Okay. So ultimately, I had to go and get another laptop. And so that was a good transition because I was also going into this particular speaker's mode that I'm in right now. And when that laptop crashed, it was devastating. I had to have the grief and pray and bless it with love and realize, gosh, why did that happen? Oh my goodness, this is years of stuff that I had. And I realized the key word is this was years of stuff. What the universe was probably trying to tell me was that's old mess. Get rid of that mess and move on to success where you're going now. Embrace today's journey, embrace today's process, and forget about that old mess. And you know what? That's exactly what I did. And I said, I'm not going to look back because that was the signal to me. So I'm trying to say the same thing to you. When you have adversities in your life, go ahead. grieve over whatever it may have transpired, whether you got laid off, whether your car was repoed, whether your hair fell, whatever it was. But understand, what is the lesson you needed to learn? Maybe it was patience. Maybe it was getting rid of old mess and old people. Maybe it's setting boundaries. But see the beauty in everything every day. Because there's enough people in this world that want to kick your butt. But you don't have to be in that circle. You can be in these communities in Substack, these communities, YouTube, where you only embrace environments to give you peace and prepare you for your wealth, which is your health. And let me tell you, if you got a lot of chaotic mess going on every day, your health is not in good shape. Okay? You may think it is, but that pressure's going up, baby. That pressure is going up. Okay? And if the pressure's going up, then you're going to have an issue with the kidneys. And if the kidneys are having a problem, then you're going to have an issue with the heart. So let me just tell you, stop, 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 stop. Eliminate the chaos so you can have peace. Eliminate the chaos so you can focus on your body and heal it. Because as you age, these cells begin to die. And you have to revive them. You've got to regenerate them. And you regenerate them through exercise. You regenerate them through feeding positivity. You regenerate them by just having love for yourself, being in the mirror and polishing that mirror every day. Yes, yes, polish that mirror every day. And when you do that, oh my goodness, you wake up with joy. You wake up with peace, no matter what's happening that day. No matter what is going on, Andrea, no matter what's going on, Carl. And you guys are going to see me moving back and forth here because I've got Substack over here. I've got TikTok over there. It's kind of how I run it in case we have a malfunction. Okay? So be prepared in your life and accept the adversities as benefits and use those adversities as opportunities to springboard you into something you want to do, into someone you want to be, in the journey that you want to take. And like I said, DM me for the month of May. I am running. Just DM me for a discovery call so I can help you move your life forward. And why I say help you move your life forward, because that's what I had to have happen to me. So I'm assuming you're human like me. You may need that too. And if so, this is the community for you. Substack is the community for you. Wendi Charles Speaks is the community for you. Yes, absolutely. I have music up there, Unleash Your Inner Authority. I have music, Polish Your Inner Mirror. These are things to get you moving every day just when you feel stuck. Okay? And we all get stuck. But we all have to be each other's cheerleaders. So I want you this morning, I want you guys to give yourselves a round of applause for showing up this morning. I want you to give yourself a hug for waking up this morning. Okay? I want you to have appreciation for that every day. And I want you to know there's always the sun above the clouds. You hear me? Always the sun above the clouds. So on your worst day, know that in your heart, in your soul. Whatever you have to do to grieve about it, have that tear and cry about it. But move on about it. Don't allow it to get you stuck in the quagmire of mess. Don't allow it to stop you from your purpose. And no matter your age, no matter how young, no matter how old, you have beautiful love, brightness, light inside of you. You have a purpose to get you through. You have it. You have purpose. And work on that purpose every day. Find peace with your purpose. Find peace, Maldo, with yourself. JB, find the love of something. Learn how to play that piano. Learn how to do that surfboard. Learn how to do that pickleboard. Learn how to play tennis. Learn things that keep you alive or wanting to be alive. Okay? And don't isolate. Sometimes as seniors, we tend to go, oh, we got too much going on. This is hurt. And we just going to have to be quiet. Well, it's okay to be quiet for a minute, but don't be so quiet that it isolates you. And then all of a sudden, you're dysfunctional because now you're depressed and you can't see success and you can't move yourself forward. Let's not do that. It happens, yes. But when you see someone going through that, let's pull them up. Let's embrace them as human beings. Let's support them and say, hey, let me help you rise. Let me help you find your purpose. Let me listen to how you feel today. Yes, be open to support each other in love always. Love always. Like I said, I can't figure out what's happening with the phone sometimes. It's all right because we are here for a purpose journey and we're not going to let anything or anyone stop us. Right? You're not going to stop. You're here today because you want to start. You're here and showed up at 8 or 9 o'clock this morning because you have a lot in you and you want to be in your best form of purpose. Why? Because purpose just means you just want to do something that you love to. Purpose just means when you wake up, you're so happy to wake up because you're on a journey, something you want to do. Not something you have to do, but something you want to do. You go to school, and when you graduate, they say, get a job. And then after you graduate, they say, hey, now we want the American dream of a home, a car, whatever. And it just adds up and adds up. And then the next thing you know, you've got all of this stuff, and you're all of a sudden you say, okay, well, I've gotten everything I need. I've gotten the job. I've gotten it. Why do I still feel empty? Why do you feel empty? Because you have not stepped out for your purpose. You stepped out for you have to. You have to. The school, we graduated, got the job, you did it, or whatever. The have to. That's what you stepped out for. But if you step out for your purpose, and it is a want to, oh, such beauty and joy. Because I know how much it feels, how good it feels to work on my purpose, to work on talking to you, okay, to help you eliminate that fear, false evidence appearing real. Because only 95% of the things that you think are going to happen that's negative ever happen. So if you subscribe to my Substack, I have numerous, numerous support documents for you that I used, okay, and I got from my coach. And there's some great coaches out here, okay? So if I'm not the one that you're feeling, I get it. But get one. Get one to pull you through expeditiously. Get one to help you gain confidence. If it's confidence to speak, get a speaker coach. If it's confidence to love, get a love coach. If it's confidence to be a mathematician, find a math coach. But whatever it is, find a coach to do it. And then wake up every morning with the process, like I say, of gratitude, your prayer, and put your exercise together, do some book feeds or music feeds to get that system and health right because your health is your wealth. And then work on your purpose because your purpose will have you living a life of love and peace within yourself without having regrets. You'll say, at least I tried. At least I put one foot out there and put my toe in the water. Yes, yes, and yes. Yes, King. Have you done that? Do you have regrets? There's no more reason to have regrets. There's enough for all of us. There is enough room for all of us. In fact, I don't even understand sometimes why are we having a war with so much land? I mean, I'm in the state of Texas, and you can go from one end of Texas for 13 hours to the other. And it's land, land, land. You wonder, why would anybody ever be homeless in Texas? In fact, why would anybody ever be homeless in America? Because America has land for us all. There's always some land somewhere, right? So how come we haven't figured out how to move ourselves, our families, whatever, to a place of peace and happiness and harmony? Why don't we have a program that says there's some land over here? Remember back in the day there was a land rush? What happened to that? Guess we need to have a land rush again. What I'm saying is there's so many opportunities, good, wholesome things that we can embrace instead of always embracing the mess, embracing the chaos. I get more calls about the chaos. Have you heard today that somebody's toilet fell out the window or they put a hole in the wall at the White House? What? What? Does that help me with the purpose that the toilet fell out and there's a hole? No. Does it help you? Really? If it does, oh, well, my hat's off to you. But it doesn't help me. That's not a call I need to get. The call I need to get is for you to tell me, hey, Wendy, today I was reading your book and, it was talk about the power of mindful living. And, I actually was applying it. And gosh, that really worked for me. Or today I went out and, it was Mother's Day and my children gave me flowers. Or today went out to Sam Moon's, which is a place I kind of love because I like custom jewelry and things like that. And you know, and man, they had a lot of bedazzling bags, whatever we've had. Share that because those are things that make me smile. Those are things that make you smile. Those are things that we engage in with joy. So why are we engaging in the gossip? Why are we engaging in the criticisms? Huh? 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 We're just causing ourselves chaotic mess in our minds and we're feeding into it. So I want you, if you don't do anything else today or this year, shut out the chaos and stop being a part of it. And the other thing, stop trying to control everybody and just be working on you and develop a community that'll see you through. Join my community if you don't have one on Substack or you don't have one on school. Join my community because we're going to talk about how we can be positive. We're going to celebrate each other every week. We're going to celebrate each other every day. And that is the way to slay. Is by having a community that encourages you. Jacob, by having a community that walks you through. It's because if I need help, I'm in a community in Substack, and there's somebody out there that can give me that advice. There's somebody out there that can walk me through. Is that you? Is that you? Is that you? Because I'm all ears to positivity. I'm all ears to listening to your journey. I'm all ears for you as long as you're positive about where you want to go and how to get through. I'm all ears for talking about gratitude. I'm all ears for those things. But my ears are closed about the accidents. My ears are closed about the holes of the glass in the wall. My ears are closed to those things because those things don't help me heal. They don't even help me feel good. In fact, they're pretty daggone depressing. To you, do you think it's depressing, Kathy? Do you think it's depressing, Eva? Do you think it's depressing, Greg? Do you think it's depressing, Bonnie? Do you think it's depressing, Pinky? Do you think it's depressing? I want to hear you in the chat. So, today I want to encourage you. If you're not clear on your direction and you need help in figuring that out, I want you to DM me today. I want you to schedule a discovery call. And let's just do a 15-minute, you just let me pull you through. Just so you can have an idea of what to do. Because if you don't tell somebody that you need the help or you don't talk to somebody, to get through the quagmire of your mess sometimes, you just get wallowing and stuck in it. And then sometimes you get depressed because you're in the mess. You know what I'm saying, Chilo? You know what I'm saying, Trick? You know what I'm saying, Barbara? Is this you? Is this you? So, my audience, 90% of the time, is a 50 plus audience. Because most people get to 50, they've done all these things, and then they just feel stuck. And they just need that push to get them over. Well, this girl from Brooklyn, listen, you know, I'm from New York, and yes, we have had to learn how to be that willow tree. There's always some stuff going on in the big cities. Okay? Always something. And so what you learn to do is become the willow tree. When I was younger, then all of a sudden I moved out of it and I got older and I became fearful. Trick. I became scared of doing something, a thing. I became I was listening to my family sometimes say, well, why are you doing that? Or why are you going this way? Okay. All I'm trying to say to you is the only reason to answer why is because you have a purpose and you have a journey. Yes, you do. Each of you have so much KB inside of you. Each of you can speak your journey, speak your piece, show another individual something, whether it's reading for a child in school or your own child sitting on your lap, okay, or on their iPad or whatever they do. Or if it's engaging, as I tell you guys, engage in AI. Use AI. Don't run away from it. Please, I remember people telling me when the cell phones came out, they said, really? I'm not using cell phones. Why do I need somebody to ring me all day long? Well, I don't know why you need them. But I guess you tell me you don't have a cell phone. Tell me if you don't have a cell phone in the chat. Don't you have a cell phone? Yeah, we all do. And so, yeah, people call us all times now. And, when I first got a cell phone, in fact, I even tried selling some cell phones. And I had a car phone with bag and all that. And it was interesting that you go to people and you say, hey, um, look at this phone. I can. And they would go, I don't need somebody calling me all the time. Well, they do now because they have one. And I'm saying the same thing. With this AI, you might not think you need it, but use it. It is your virtual assistant. It is a concierge. What you need to do is just program it for you. I've got some tips on SKOOL. Seniors Need AI. Look at it. It's a free school. Just look at some of the things that you can do with it. And if it's not me, there's great coaches out here that just promote AI, and that's a queen of AI, Alicia Little. So I got certified in her programs or working in her programs with certification. So embrace this new technology. That's all I'm saying. Get out of your own way of your own fears. Get out of your own way of procrastination. Get out of your own way of woulda, coulda, shoulda. Just be. Work on you. Take 10 minutes a day. And I'm telling you, you'll go from days to months to weeks. Does that make sense, guys? Does that make sense? Yes, yes, or yes. And as a coach, I'm going to say this too. I hope I have your permission as your coach to step on your toe. Because what I mean by that, gas, is that a good coach will pull you through. And it's not always a yes, 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 yes. It could be a no, no, no. Sometimes it's a kicking and screaming. But all of a sudden, you get through that next leap or hole that you were trying to push your own self through. You go, wow. If it was that simple, I wish I knew it was that simple. But you're glad you have a coach because you found out it was that simple. But because of the fear, because of the false evidence appearing real, you just couldn't get started. Right? Does everybody understand what I'm trying to say here? Tell me in the chat. Tell me your fears and regrets. Tell me some of the topics that are getting you from moving forward, keeping you from moving forward. Tell me what your roadblocks are. As I said, I've identified 5, and that's what we're going to discuss. And that's what you're going to learn in my platforms, or how to get stuck on those 5 things. Okay? Because they keep us stuck. They keep us from moving forward. And it's only our stinking thinking, it's only our mental. Everything is mental. Because the body doesn't know if it's real or not. That thought, and it's been proven scientifically. Okay? It's been proven. That's why, for example, there are athletes who do visualizations, and they have found that those athletes are just as productive as those who are actually doing the thing out there. In fact, they're finding that sometimes more downtime and visualization is better than uptime and running your butt off and getting all your muscles tired and springing versus them believing that they're engaged. And then when they get out there, the performance is just the same and they get peak performance out of visualization. Hey guys, I'm not a doctor. I am not. And that's my disclaimer in my book. I am not a doctor at all. All the experiences in my book, Be Splendid in Your Day, are my experiences. Yes, it is my experience, the way it was my journey, or how I got through. But I've shared it with you, and I've gotten great feedback. People have told me it brought them to tears. People told me that they really worked on themselves, and they didn't realize that they had some of the isms and issues, the biases that were holding them back. They had no idea until they went through the workshop. They had no idea until they looked at it for themselves. Okay? So I'm trying to engage you as well. Work on you 5, 10 minutes a day. Use my book, Be Splendid in His Day. And if my book is not there for you, find another book. It doesn't matter. What matters to me is that you're doing the thing. What matters to me is you're being proactive for you. And what matters to me is that you've shown up for me. And what matters is that we can be a community together to embrace each other. Oh boy, the she shed sign just says it doesn't want to be on time today. So here's the she shed sign. We're going to put the she shed down for today because it keeps falling down anyway. And that's just the way it goes. And that's the other thing. If you're out here on TikTok, Substack, or doing any of this stuff, let me just tell you, there's a lot of things that come up with it. And it's okay. But it shouldn't stop you from slaying the day. It's an adversity. You look at it, you say, okay, well, the sign fell. What does that mean? Does it mean I need to stop? No. It means keep going because you're demonstrating that with each adversity, lies a greater benefit. So let nothing stop you today. Let nothing stop you tomorrow for your purpose. That's all I'm saying, fella. Okay? That's all I'm saying, Jane. Let nothing stop you from being you. Nothing stop you for your journey. Okay? And if this helps you, join me on Tuesdays at 8 a.m. CST time right here. Join me on Fridays CST time right here so that we can motivate each other to be splendid in our day, to be splendid in our lives, to be splendid every single solitary moment of our lives. And let's embrace each other in this community of love and purpose. Yes, yes, you were put on this earth for your purpose. You have a purpose driven life if you choose to. If you're a senior, I want you to get up today and make a decision to slay in the month of May and work on something for you. Work on your purpose for you, Curly. Work on your purpose for you, Jane. Why? Because you are a beautiful soul. You came to this earth for something. You just didn't come here for nothing. You came to be something, to do something, because you got so much in you. And maybe your brain is telling you, no, it's not for me. I don't know what to do. I'm sick of it. I'm frustrated. I just got laid off. I just lost my job. Okay, okay, I hear you. I hear you. But I want you to get up this morning. I want you to outline what is it you love to do. I want you to see that that door has closed of that job, but I want you to know that there are others that can open. You can open them. Maybe you open them up with AI. You see, every single thing. Open them up with sunflower seeds. I don't know, but open them. Open them. You, you are the lotus flower. And I want you to understand that. And do you guys, are y'all familiar with the lotus flower? The lotus flower is one of those flowers. The seed is in the mud, okay? And that's what I say our lives sometimes. Sometimes our lives are, we get kind of come in and we're kind of in the mud and stuff. And then all of a sudden, that flower comes up. And it's the most beautiful, engaging thing, just like you. You are like a lotus flower. And there's always a sun above the clouds. So even when we get knocked down, I want you to get back up again. I want you to say, Wendy was talking this morning and I heard her and I'm going to get up. I'm going to start. I'm going to start my new journey. I'm going to start the journey of purpose. I'm going to start a journey that's going to give me peace. And when I have peace, when people see me, they feel peace. When people see you polish it, they feel the light. They feel the energy. They want to be a part of that. They don't want to be a part of the chaos and gossip. They really don't. I don't know where we got all that from. I don't know. I don't know why human beings want to embrace many times the negative before seeing the positive. Because it just puts more gray hairs in your head. It just causes more chaos because you now got to think of how you got to get out of this mess. So don't look at it as a mess. As I said, my laptop crashed. It told me that was old mess. Get rid of it. You're moving forward here. So whatever you left there for 5, 10 years, 20 years ago, it's okay. It is fine. You're going to be okay. And I'm telling you the same thing. Y'all going to be okay. Somebody hit my husband's car a couple weeks ago, and they gave him this little thing, a little scooter. I guess the wheels are as big as his head. It was the funniest thing, and he was like, "Oh my gosh, they hit my car, or whatever." And then he just told me yesterday. He says, they were gonna go patch my car up, but they get ready to give me a whole new door because they can't figure out how to do it. And I said, "See, honey, with each adversity lies a greater benefit." Of course, you didn't want that car to be hit at all. I understand. But the fact that it did get hit and they were going to do a patch job on it, and now he's getting a brand new door and it'll probably look like a brand new car. Well, hey, he got a better upgrade with the situation. And the same thing happened to me last year. Somebody hit my RV and I ended up getting a whole new back end. So I'm just saying, I could have been going like, oh my gosh, they hit it. And of course you feel like, oh shit. But it's stuff, guys. It's stuff. You didn't come in the world with it, and you're not going to take it out. So those are things that you can immediately live in chaos. The stuff. I was talking to a couple last week, and I was telling them they were going through the house and clearing out things. And I said, that's great because I had to do that. I did that 5 years ago. 5 years ago, when my grandchildren moved out, we just did, we started to do a minimalist environment. We didn't need all that stuff anymore. And you can't take it with you. So I was telling this couple, I said, I had to come to the realization that I may like X, but I haven't used X in 10 years. I need to get rid of that. 5 years, 2 years, actually 1 year. I wish I was so disciplined that after 1 year, if it stayed too long, that I trashed it. I have a friend of mine that if something's in her house was for 1 year, it's probably gone. Okay. So I'm saying all of us need to declutter. All of us need to work on ourselves and our environments. And so if we make it clear and clean and decluttered, right? And we don't feel like stuff is more important than us, okay? Meaning working on you is should be the most important thing. Working on you should be the most, not the stuff you got, not the boxes of mess. Okay, not the stuff you gotta dust, you gotta figure out, and you probably don't even remember what the hell it's about. So that's what the couple said to me. They said, I had that box of that. I don't even. That, no, I know any of those kind of boxes, guys. Hey, this week, this month, get rid of them. You didn't need them anyway. Open them, figure it out, and see if you still need them. If you haven't looked at it in 4 or 5 years, 2 years, you probably don't. Okay, but that's not why you're here today. You're here today because I'm asking you to join me on Substack at Wendi Charles Speaks. Why? Because I want to be helpful to you. Why? Because the books that I write or the programs I put in place will help you as it helped me get through. That's why I'm here today. I'm here to help you and you're here helping me. Every time you say something in the chat, every time you subscribe to one of my posts, every time you do that, oh, you bring me so much joy. And I want to thank you so much, so much, so much, so much, because I never even thought I could do this. I never even thought this was something that I'd do. And to have you here with me is just such a beautiful thing. And I want to be here for you to identify your purpose, for you to embrace yourself, for you to eliminate your fears, for you to have clarity in your life, for you to realize false evidence appearing real versus true fear, like there's a cat coming and you got to run and hide. I get it. But things like the gas is $4, and oh my gosh, if the gas is $4, okay, I know the gas is high and the gas is $4, might be $6, $7 in California. Don't know. But you know what? At the end of the day, gas has always gone up and down. You figured out how to go to work, whether you did the bicycle because gas was high, or whether you, downsized to a small car. You figured it out. So stop taking your mind through the craziness that is just, impossible to figure out. And yes, gas goes up and down. It always has. You know that if you've been on this planet. My 50 plus people, how many times? Hell, I was here in 2008 when banks stopped lending to each other. Do you know what that meant to small business owners? That meant that if you had a, a business and you had a credit, they cut it in half, or they didn't even give you the money to help you retain people, and you needed the help because people stopped eating out because of the foreclosures with their homes, et cetera, et cetera. But we all came through that. And guys, whoever's here now, you guys are over 21. Guess what? You've been here with COVID. Okay, and COVID took a lot of us out. COVID took a lot of us out. But those that are here, you've made it. And those who are left, we pray that they had peace in their transformation with grace and beauty. But that's life. And that's history repeating itself. And someone saying, oh, there's a new thing coming in with the COVID stuff. I hear you. But guys, there was a bubonic plague. It wiped out half the world. But you're here. You're here. Somebody left. I get that. And, we don't want our family members who we love, honor, and respect to ever leave us. There's one thing that's promised for us all. We came in and we're going to go out. We came in with nothing, and we're going out with nothing. Okay, well, I'm saying that stuff, that hoarding stuff, that's what I'm talking about. Do that minimalist stuff. Okay, you're not going to take that with you, but you can leave a legacy. You can leave a legacy. You can leave a legacy for all the things you want to do, for all the things you want to be. You can leave a legacy. Your dash is your purpose. Your dash is your life. So make it. End it the way you want, with purpose. Okay? I'm not saying end it the way you want, like Harry Carey, guys. I'm not suggesting anything like that. But I'm saying do what makes you happy for the last 30, 40 years of your life. Whatever you did for the first 50, congratulations. Look at it as you have served. You have served others, you have served you. But now you're going to serve you, but with purpose. You're going to get up every day with joy. You're going to get up every day with gratitude, even if it's a painful day. And I'm not talking to you just saying, picking on you. I wake up every day with some type of pain somewhere, but I just don't perpetuate it through my voice of telling you, ow, I'm making, oh, I mean, hypochondriacs or people with hypochondria. I get it. I'm telling you, embrace all of you. Love all of you. I got a knee replacement. It's now a metal thing that's in there. I still gotta love that knee, just like I loved it when it was the bone. Okay? I'm just saying, people sometimes don't do enough celebration of their lives and themselves, and so they don't find peace and they don't find happiness, and they're just angry and jealous and envious. It doesn't have to be any of you, because you're here. And you're here because you obviously want more out of your life. You obviously want to learn something else. You obviously have a purpose. And you're here not by accident. You're here by choice. And perhaps getting on my channel was accidentally, yes. But I'm here. I'm here on Tuesdays. I'm here on Fridays. Stay on my channel. Go up to Substack. Go to Wendi Charles Speaks. Get the movie. Get the music. Get the book. Get the things that help you grow, that help perpetuate you. Make the next 30, 40 years to be about the legacy you leave with your family, the legacy you leave and give peace. And today, I'm going to read to you, okay, our quote for today, all right? Because every time you're here with me, I want you to lead and I want you to slay. And so I am going to tell you what our quote is for today. Yes. Let's see. Our quote for today. And see, on TikTok, this kind of when you get to the quote thing, it's like, what? Man, it takes so much time because you're not dancing and all that. So you guys gonna maybe checking me out over here. Not sure. But anyway, we are going to look at what we are slaying today for today. And that's just the way I do it. Okay? So, sorry to take a little time on it, but we're going to get what our quote was for today. And that is embrace the glorious mess you are and realize that in that mess is glory of success. If you put your foot forward one step at a time, you'll get to the road of your, yes, you will be on the road of your purpose. So I want you today to go out and slay. How do we say be wild and free when we are paralyzed ourselves and calling it self-care? How have we become so dissatisfied to injections that we do not realize how symbolic it is to erase the very signs that we have lived? This is by Rebecca. So this is my Substack, folks. And I just want to say to you, all you guys who are mothers out there, I hope you had a great Mother's Day. And I hope you slay the day today and make it your day every day. And I want you to enjoy the rest of your day. Be splendid in your day. Be splendid in your life always. And always be true to you. Be a success to you for your day. And unleash your inner authority. Yes, because you have it in you. And it's interesting. Every time we come here and we start to play our music or do something, it seems like there's always these funky, funky, funky challenges of things. And those who stayed here today, as I said, please go up to my channel and let's do a discovery call. I'm happy to do that for you. In the month of May, it's like 15 minutes. We'll just talk about what it is that I can help you with and how to pull you through as I've had to do in my own life. And that's what we will do, is pull each other through. Okay? So I don't know what's going on with my music today. It seems like it played when we started, but it doesn't want to play while we leave. So if you've got to go, go ahead. I hear you. I'm going to find it, stay here, and kind of listen to it. Let's see. Let's see if we can get her up. And you can go up to my website and also pull that music down. So it's Unleash Your Inner Authority and Polish Your Inner Mirror. And that's all I can say for you today. Thank you so much for being here. And hey, you know what? If this is your first time being here, I look forward to seeing you on Friday. Be splendid in your day. Be splendid always. Slay for the month of May. Join me at Wendi Charles Speaks and subscribe to Substack. I appreciate you. Peace and love always.